In the video game industry, there has been so many single-player games that have been amazing, but for some reason, I only like one, Hollow Knight. This is a weird and interesting game that tends to leave people in very much confusion when they first start playing it. You defeat huge bosses that have weird and interesting powers. You kill bugs and destroy mushrooms. You fight weird shadow creatures that is your soul. You travel a huge map that is huge. While traveling in this map might be a little interesting and frustrating, it is possible. But for a noob like me, certainly not. You die over and over again just to get this simple dash ability. Oh yeah. You encounter new and cool NPCs with interesting backstories, like Zote, who you saved 12,000 times and he's still rude to you. There are so many diverse characters that exist with such interesting dialogues. Alright, first, the map. The map is an interesting place where you can find different areas and secrets protected by evil bugs that spit orange stuff at you. There's a toxic mushroom place that probably stinks. There's a huge city that has soothing rain and interesting creatures and guards. There's a spider's nest at the bottom that I can never go into because of my arachnophobia. You can spend hours just exploring the map and the different areas there are, plus the little secret charms that you can get from different areas from doing challenging puzzles or any other things. Alright, 2. The story. The story is actually really well made. When you start the game, you have no clue what's going on. But as you keep playing and read the dialogue and figure out the secrets, it's pieced together really well. There are multiple endings to Hollow Knight, and each are canon. Each of them have an interesting spin on how the story goes on. You can essentially end the game before you even get all the abilities and fight all the bosses. But this makes it interesting for speedrunning, because speedrunning, it's easier to speedrun, and it can be done within 32 minutes when most people spend at least 40 hours on the game. Alright, 3. The combat. The combat in this game is actually quite amazing. It is tuned to perfection and brings an interesting twist to movement and striking abilities. All of the bosses and little enemies in your path have different difficulties that tend to change as you gain more abilities. For example, the Abandoned Crossroad changes when you gain Monarch Wings. Everything becomes much harder to combat and to kill. Also, the map changes and there's a bunch of orange goo everywhere. This further progresses the story and makes the combat actually quite interesting, and I do enjoy it a lot. This game is amazing. It is the only single-player game that I pretty much like, and I would recommend to buy it. It's only $14, so it's pretty much dirt cheap, so yeah. Bye.